A soldier-class warrior with an even share of offensive, defensive, and utility capabilities, Shellshock has every intention of being in the fray. He's a close to medium-range fighter, armed with a shield-damaging minigun, spark-damaging minigun, and the spark-strong cortical axe. While Bullet Burn locks Shellshock in a position for a few seconds, the S-Tech on the minigun punishes enemies caught in its cone of attack. Although effective at a shorter range than normal attacks, it's approximately half the distance. It does have a much wider cone of attack, enveloping more enemies within its grip. A more defensive S-Tech for Shellshock is Sync Shield, which is found attached to the spark-damaging minigun. So after a short time delay following activation, Sync Shield applies a short-lived reduction of damage buff, useful for that extra level of survivability in the heat of battle. Every bit a utility-focused S-Tech, the Axe's Blade Fall provides Shellshock with a chance to knock enemies twice the distance of a normal melee attack. Patience is a virtue, however, as powering up to a level 2 S-Tech will guarantee a knockdown. Shellshock's Impediment Shells equipment augments his miniguns by applying a slow-down effect against all targets, increasing the amount of hits he can get. In addition, the slowdown effect will last longer the more times a target is hit, so for maximum efficiency, this is one piece of equipment the commander should look to activate when his miniguns are fully cooled down. Kinetic Extension. A potentially devastating piece of equipment when used correctly, Kinetic Extension increases Shellshock's damage capabilities achieved through melee attacks. What's more, it becomes even more potent if used against a motion-impaired target, be that slowed down, stunned, or immobilized, so it's even more powerful when used after the Impediment Shell equipment. Shellshock's final piece of equipment, Perception Matrix, has two effects. Not only does it reduce the cooldown times of both miniguns, but he and his nearby allies will also benefit from some shield regen, regardless of whether a hit has been scored or not. Players look to use it when enemies switch to their spark-damaging weapons, since regenerating even the smallest amounts of shield will drastically reduce the damage those weapons can do. Commanders have lots of options to tune and tweak Shellshock to meet their custom specs. He's nothing short of excellent at stripping away enemy shields, so you may want to boost this further and apply stat points to his shield damage capability. As a good alternative, improving his focus stat together with his spark damage stat, also beneficial. But as a close to medium range warrior, any commander would benefit from pouring points into Shellshock's bot speed. So there you have it. Shellshock's born for the fray, and he's equipped for it. A soldier-class warrior with a great spread of capabilities, he shines at close to medium range with miniguns and an axe. He's first class at ripping down shields and going in with advanced melee capabilities. His key team role is to lay down that suppressing fire, which provides a bit of regen to his allies.